Hey, Crispy Cat, what's up, buddy? Let's start the show. Hell yeah.
Prepare yourself.
Prepare your show. What's up, Crispy Cat?
Prepare yourself.
How's it going? The only one that said anything in the chat so far, bro. Thank you. Got my coffee. Good coffee. Hey, Orca. Look in the mirrors, count insecurity. I bleed for you, my eyes burn. My point is no, 'cause you'll never learn. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed for you. You'll never learn. I bleed. I bleed. Hey, bitter. Hey, hippie chick.
It starts with an F. Bullshit! Fuck you! 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 Fuck you all motherfuckers! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you, shut up! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you all! Fuck you, motherfuckers! Fuck you, Hollywood! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Hello! Trendy here, reporting in live from Orlando, Florida. Home of Trendy has service and all things trending. Where you'll find media, the hashtag trending on all forms, sources, and sorts of social media, especially Nays Garden on Twitter, Nays Garden on Rumble. You shouldn't be watching from anywhere but those two places. Thank you. This is the Odds Project from Orlando, Florida. Yes. Especially if you're a fucking liar. Especially if you have to stick to a narrative and you can't just be honest with yourself about the things that your eyes see. Yes, and thank you everybody for the thumbs ups. I got a little bit of a show for you this morning. Saw this guy, call them Duhmocrats. Those are people that recite the narrative, and when they're looking at facts, they don't actually give you the facts. They just give you their narrative. You know, and because the facts go against what their narrative is, so they come off as liars. So I'm going to show you this guy. He's a fucking liar, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to show you what a fucking liar looks like. And they call themselves Democrats, really? I call them Duhmocrats. And, you know, if you can look at Joe Biden and you want to go vote for him, fine. As long as you can look me in the eye and say the man's demented and dangerous, and he's a fucking liar and a piece of shit, and he should be nowhere near the presidency, and then you go vote for him, that's okay. But if you say he's a great leader and a great person and a great man, and, you know, he's way better than Donald Trump and blah, 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 and all that shit, well, then you're sticking to narrative. And this is the kind of attitude that I just can't stomach, you know, because this is why we have politics. Because there's narratives, and politics carry and float those narratives up for everybody. Instead of just having truth. You can have politics or you can have truth. The people that you see voting red and blue, those are fucking people that subscribe to the liars that they want to put into those positions of leadership. Well, Josh G, you should watch my show more often. Obviously. That's the answer to every question in the chat. You should watch my show more often. And cunts. Thank you, Orca. I really appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Well, Pedro Madrano, good morning. How's it going? Good to see you. So good to see you. Yeah, I had a very nice quiet time with my girlfriend. It was nice. But we spent a lot of time together, and that's the way I think we both like it, so. To us, I don't think the season, the month, the day, anything matters. As long as we're together, we're happy, you know? I woke up this morning, I couldn't have been happier. So, anyway, don't get me started about that. I'm in a different mode right now. I'm on a different train track. So I saw this video and I thought, I just covered this yesterday, didn't I? I just covered this for you guys. We covered it. And I prefaced it with, I cannot stand Steven Crowder. He's a human piece of garbage. He is. He's a piece of shit. What I hate more is that this Duhmocrat cunt motherfucker is forcing me to defend Steven Crowder because he can't see the truth for what it is. And that really pisses me off. Just tell the truth and they don't have to drag you out through the mud, motherfucker. Right? But I digress. I want you to see what narrative looks like. And I want you to realize this guy's huge. And all of his audience members agree with him. It's a total echo chamber. Just a bullet ricocheting around inside a vacuum chamber. And the bullet never leaves the chamber. It just stays in there and echoes around. And it never does any damage because it's stuck in an echo chamber. So it doesn't hit anything. You see how that works? That's why echo chambers suck. That's why Steven Crowder is better than the motherfucker that tried to call him out that we're going to be talking about here in a few minutes. Now, I wonder if he's got the balls to show his face in here right now. Show yourself, dude. I sent you a tweet. You know I'm live right now. I told you I'd be going live this morning. Are you in here? I'll give you a platform to speak. You want to try to come up against me on this one? Because I already pre-destroyed you yesterday on my other show without even knowing that you did this, because I went through point for point everything that Piers and Steven spoke about and covered it accurately and fairly for everybody, for all sides. My audience loves that shit. They hate narrative. They want to know the truth, and they want to hear it from me because that's all I'm ever going to give them. Sometimes it sucks for me, but I do it anyway because that's the truth. It's not always fun. It's not always dandelions and unicorns. That's why you watch this show. Now, people that watch that fucking dumb cunt show, they want to feel better about having to go into a voting booth and pull a lever for a demented fucking racist cunt like fucking Joe Biden. Yeah, right? He's a racist cunt too. So you can either play the truth or you can play politics. Let's check out what they do in the politics realm today, okay? Let's go see what people are subscribing to that they can't seem to get enough of. And let's see how big this guy's channel is, how many people are listening, how good the video did. Wow, 17,000 views on this bullshit video. He got 17,000 views, guys. Wow. Wow. I only made it 24. It's a 40-minute video. I only made it 24 minutes in. I didn't even watch the whole thing. You quit watching Steve Crowder because I educated on you on what an asshole Crowder is. Good, Trendy Orca. I'm sorry that you ever watched Steven Crowder because he totally infected your brain. He completely infected your brain. He's a woman abuser. He's a piece of fucking human garbage. Oh, and he's a Republic cunt too. And he supports Donald Trump. If you fit in any of those categories, then I would understand why you'd watch a motherfucker that reminds you of yourself. But if you don't, then I don't know why you were there in the first place, bro. But I'm glad that you said that I got you to stop watching Steve Crowder. That's my job, is to get you guys to stop watching people like Steve Crowder, Ben Shapiro, Kyle Kalinske, David Pakman, all these motherfuckers that are either far left or far right that only see narrative. And they can't see the truth. And that's fucking sad. And there's parts in this interview where we called Steve Crowder out. He wasn't being honest. He was being fucking ignorant and stupid. We totally called that bullshit out about Alex Jones. Yeah, Alex Jones knew. Of course Alex Jones knew. Of course he knew. The whole deal. Yes, he knew. There's no doubt. But to try to say that in defending that position, Steve Crowder melts down. Man, I've seen Steven Crowder melt down before, and I've seen him say some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard come out of a human being's mouth in my entire life. But this wasn't one of those times. You know, defending Alex Jones was stupid, and he was wrong, but you can be wrong on a point. But that doesn't make your whole appearance on Piers Morgan a meltdown! Oh, Steven Crowder's melting down! Oh, look, everybody's melting down! And then all the audience, everybody and the guys, oh, Steven was totally wrong and melting down, and oh my God, you nailed it again, dude, and blah, 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 blah. And all these motherfuckers don't see what we saw when we watched the same video last night. We watched the same video, and all these Duhmocrats, they listen to this fucking cunt that's telling them what to think, and they all fall in line with him. Oh yeah, Steven Crowder was melting down, not making any sense, blah, blah, blah. How did that fucking video end up? You guys remember? What did Piers Morgan say to Steven Crowder at the end of the video? He said, you know, we're really not far away from each other as far as how we look at the First Amendment, free speech. He says we're pretty much on the same page. And Steve Crowder was in agreement, and they were cordial, and they were funny, and they both left on very good terms. And I guarantee you Piers Morgan would have Steve Crowder back on his show. And Steve Crowder would probably invite Piers Morgan on too. They kept it cordial. Why? Because Steven Crowder didn't have a meltdown. Because he was an adult. He acted like an adult, and so did Piers Morgan. They had a conversation. And when cunts like this motherfucker come out and try to say that wasn't a productive conversation, and all it was Steven Crowder melting down and throwing his arms around and being a little baby, then that takes the power out of the actual conversation. That was an adult conversation that they had, and they made progress. And these Duhmocrats, these fucking dumb cunts, can't see that. And that fucking bothers the fuck out of me. You know? So where are you little fuck? Where are you, man? You're not going to pop in here? I sent you a fucking tweet. What, are you going to ignore it? Say something, man. Are you a pussy? Why, you're a pussy because someone caught you lying and being a little bitch and playing narrative? Fucking own up to it, man. Retract your bullshit. Steve Crowder didn't have a meltdown. And when Steve Crowder has a meltdown, I'm the first one to fucking point it out because I'm laughing my ass off at it. I didn't see it. And I want you to see how this works. And I want you to see how these fucking dumb cunts convince their audiences of everything's like the Jedi mind trick, dude. There wasn't a single detractor. I made it like through 10 of the top fucking chats under the video. There wasn't a single person that was like me and said, dude, Steve Crowder did fine in that interview. What are you even talking about? You retweeted at him letting him know I'm live? Well, thank you for that, Nick the Stick. That's super cool that you did that. Holy shit. Thank you, bro. Thank you for doing that. The rest of you could do that too. Yeah, I tweeted at the guy. Go to my tweets and replies, and you'll find the tweet to the dude. And you'll see the thing where it says, hey, man, I'm going to destroy you on my show this morning. I'm going to destroy you because you're a cunt, because you sit there and lie to your audience and you lie to yourself about what my eyes and your eyes are looking at the same fucking thing. You know, I look at this and I see a coffee mug. You look at this thing and you say, oh, Donald Trump! Pretty good, huh? Bull market money is up 30% since that Harmony purchase the other day. Well, bull market money, you've been running with Harmony for a while, though, haven't you? You didn't hear about Harmony from me, did you? That's awesome. TC Dub. You guys like that? You like when my voice cracks like that? All right, let's get into this video with this silly little fuck stick. He's got 72,000 subscribers on fucking YouTube. Because he sits there and lies. And 72,000 people just couldn't wait to go support that bullshit because they're all blue no matter who fucking Biden cock pullers. That's all they do. They want to go in that voting booth and pull Biden's little saggy cock. Fuck them all, man. Like I said, you've got the truth, and then you've got the red and the blue. You got the politics. Where are you at? Remember, voting doesn't solve anything. No politician ever made this a better place for anybody. Except themselves. My bad. Except themselves. Right. Okay. I digress. Let's get started, shall we? This should be fun and interesting, and it will be familiar to you because we already covered the whole thing yesterday. And now we're going to listen to a fucking lying cunt try to cover it and totally get it all wrong. And, well, not all wrong. I mean, you know, his whole point is Steven Crowder doesn't make any sense ever. He can never say anything right. He's a bitch and all he does is cry and blah, 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 blah. And the thing with that narrative is it's mostly true, but at the same time, when he is making sense, you have to be able to stand away from your own narrative and say, well, I'll give you that point. You did make sense on this thing. I like your stance on free speech. I like that you're defending Alex Jones's right to free speech, and I like the way you're doing it. Now, do I like Alex Jones? No. Do I think he's a piece of human garbage? Yes. Do I feel like he can have a voice, though, if he wants one? Well, according to the laws of this country, he certainly can. It's all up to the people who own the social media company. You know, it's not up to this kid, and it's not up to fucking Piers Morgan, and it's not up to fucking Steven Crowder, and it's not up to the President of the United States. It's up to fucking Elon Musk. It's up to fucking shitlips over there at YouTube. It's up to fucking a dumb cunt over there on Facebook. Those are the guys who get to decide who gets to talk and who doesn't, and that's the way private industry works. Get over it, all right? I digress once again. I'm sweating. I'm getting a little rage sweat here, but that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna have to turn on my rage fan. We haven't even started this video yet. Plenty of content, man. Plenty of content. Plenty of hypocrisy and bullshit and lying to fucking expose. 72,000 people just suck that Duhmocrat's dick. Fuck all shitlibs. Well done, Nick. Yeah, right. He should come by. All right, well, let's start. So this guy's name, I don't recommend you follow his channel at all because he's obviously a fucking liar. He doesn't see reality the way we see reality. He sees the reality the way, blue no matter who Biden administration wants him to see and perceive reality. And that's scary as fuck. It's just as scary as a maggot. It's the exact same thing. All right. Let's go.
Some of it is tongue-in-cheek, and I appreciate that you recognize that and not try and use, you acknowledge that it's a joke, whether it's funny or not. So as a comedian, the host of a comedy show, Rudy Giuliani was on this show, and
Who? What? Yes, Rudy Giuliani is a comedian and the host of a comedy show. Okay, sorry, that's 100% accurate.
first time the public ever saw Hunter Biden's life.
I gotta watch the insecure man versus insecure man to see whose insecurity will reign supreme.
So instead last week I criticised Elon Musk's decision to allow the massacre-denying conspiracy theorist.
Okay, is Piers Morgan and Steven Crowder both insecure men? Oh, fuck yeah, he got that right. They are both insecure little dicks. Absolutely. Absolutely. So there's no doubt in my mind that both of those guys are insecure, so that's a good take, and I'll give them credit. I don't like you, dude, because you're a liar, but I'll give you credit when you get something right.
Alex Jones to return to X, formerly Twitter. Some people weren't happy. They included the influential conservative
And
personality,
let me
Stephen.
Oh, thank you.
let me promote this dumb cunt's channel too. He's called. I'm not familiar with him, but he's called The Surf Times, SERF. Let's look up the definition of the word surf. I believe that's a servant. Okay, Google. Surf, SERF, definition. Surf, SURF.
Surfing is a surface water sport.
This is how stupid Google is. You literally spell the word out to it. It said SERF and then gave me the definition to SURF. Wow. 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 Way to go, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. SERF, definition.
According to Wikipedia, serfdom was the status of many peasants under feudalism, specifically relating to manorialism and similar systems.
Like slaves, they were the peons.
Indentured servitude with similarities to and differences.
Servitude, right? So indentured servants and that sort of thing. So this is the peons. These are the meagers, the people that barely have anything to survive and just scraping by, and they have to rely on trickle down economics to get through. So he considers himself a serf, I guess. He considers himself one of the people. So I get it. I get the whole thing. I get the sir. Okay, I get it. You're one of the peons, and whatever. Okay, I got you. I get your name. Whatever. It's fucking stupid.
For correcting me, insecure man versus insecure divorced man. Yes, correct. Correct.
I look,
fair and or balanced, and
I will give him credit. Insecure man versus insecure divorced man. It's very good, and you should rub the salt into that wound deep, because fuck Steven Crowder. He's an abuser and he's a piece of shit, and he deserves to be called out on that shit. Like I told you, Steven Crowder is a huge piece of human garbage. So I gotta agree with this guy on this, even though he's a Duhmocrat. I'm totally gonna agree with him on that.
report accurately.
Crowder, this is what he had to say on his show, Louder with Crowder, about me.
This brings us to Piers Morgan's rules for me.
It's good.
He hosted Alex Jones on
really
his very
good.
own program this year. Piers Morgan doesn't...
There's nothing wrong with the way Steven Crowder is framing that, because it's accurate. It's totally accurate so far. So I give Steven Crowder credit for framing this accurately.
...understand what freedom of speech is. Piers Morgan has also hosted...
That's the most abusive divorced man and terrible goatee ever. Well, let's say this, all right?
So now he's going to attack Steven Crowder's goatee, which I didn't even notice. And I don't understand why he spends so much time on it, but it's almost like he's doing a personal attack on Steven Crowder over his physical appearance. But Steven Crowder is a much better looking man than this guy is. Just going by facts here, man. Steven Crowder's a better looking dude. And this guy looks like a fucking Waldo. He totally looks like a fucking Waldo. It's hilarious. He's going to call out Steven Crowder on his appearance. Wow. Hey, man.
There's good goatees. There's tasteful goatees. May I even suggest sexy goatees, for sure. That is none of the above.
Whoa. Which way do you go, bro? Sexy goatees? Really? Is that how you look at a goatee? Huh. Sexy goatee. I've never had that feeling in my entire life, ever. Never look at a man feature and say, ooh, that's sexy.
Also evil goatees, right? I mean, look at Evil Abed.
Oh no, I'm still stuck on the sexy thing. Oh, you can't get rid of it now with the evil. No, you already said sexy, dude. You totally threw yourself out there, and you could totally see yourself entering that fucking goatee.
Evil and
totally.
Evil and divorced.
Suhail Shaheen, the Taliban spokesperson, jeez. Wahid Asif Shaida, an Islamist extremist leader. Jeremy Corbyn,
And if you're gay, my apologies. And if you're still in the closet, hey man, I think we already outed you, so come on out. It's okay. It's okay. We see you staring at Steven Crowder's mouth. It's cool.
the anti-Semitic Labor Party leader. Just Piers,
Just shut
stop
up.
it. I'm sorry. Fraud. There we go.
Wow. I didn't notice the goatee. He's right. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It looks like handlebar, like he's trying to do a handlebar mustache, but he forgot to. It's funny.
The spirit.
Great setup. Let them fight. Yes.
It is a
You're
great
like,
setup.
Lance, who do you
Remember,
want
that's
to
what I
win?
told you. It was a great
Me.
setup. That's what I
wanna see
told
me
you.
win.
I was like, look at the way Pierce pulls up the video of Steve. Remember? We talked about this. I said he's going to pull up Steven Crowder video, and he's just totally going to show you what Steve Crowder said about him, and then they're going to get into it. I said, I love that shit.
In being entertained by watching two terrible people fight each other. Yes, absolutely.
Of hosting very controversial people on my free speech platform, I'm now joined by Steven Crowder.
On my
who
free
can
speech
call me a free
platform?
speech hypocrite to my face. Mr. Crowder, good day to you. How are you?
Yeah.
Well, he shaved.
yeah.
I mean, he shaved a couple days ago. He's still looking mighty divorced.
Thank you, Pierce. Merry Christmas. And let me say off the bat, I do actually appreciate about you. Your audience may not know how rare this is, that you do these interviews live. You don't chop them up. You actually have a discussion. And I've been advocating for that my whole life. So really, I appreciate it. Those are steps in the right direction.
Well, they are. And to be honest with you,
Oh God, you're gonna do the thing, aren't you? You're both gonna start fucking circle jerking. That's what's about. We're about to massive fucking right.
Get over it, dude. It's called a conversation. They're saying hello to each other, you little fucker. You know, they're being nice. He's being cordial, and he's giving him some credit for the work he's done. You know, the fact that butt hurts you so much says a lot about you, bro. It says a lot about you. This is the thing, right? I see two guys getting ready to have a debate, being cordial. he sees them sucking each other off. This is the difference between somebody like me that's going to give you a real take and some narrative-toting, water-carrying cunt job like this fucker right here. All of you can go on Twitter and retweet my tweet at this fucker right now. Get his lame ass in here. Get him in my fucking chat. Get him in my fucking chat. Do it.
Wing circle jerk.
Tweet at him.
Great. You set it up. You show the clip. You get me all excited. Now the whole thing's going to be like, well, you actually believe in free speech, which is good. Yeah. I totally believe in free speech. So do you. Listen to us.
The debate about what constitutes free speech and whether there should be limits and if there should be, what they are, I think is really interesting. And a lot of people have strong opinions about this. And I'm perfectly happy to be proven wrong, or to at least have a debate with someone who's got strong views that don't necessarily tally with mine. So I welcome you to the program. Let's start with your assessment that I'm a free speech hypocrite. So articulate to me why you believe that.
I believe the word I used there was fraud.
You earlier used
It's
hypocrite.
so funny. I believe I called you a fraud.
Okay, I don't remember saying it, but I'll take your word for it. And to some degree, I believe it. Look, I think that in hosting a show uncensored, and I can't see you, but I know you put up the very festive holly leaf on the globe there. It is incumbent upon you. You will say, I believe in the concept of free speech. Now, I'll be very clear in my definition of free speech. It's the constitutional definition of
Dear
freedom
Slayer,
of
what's
speech.
up?
No, it's not. Okay, please define it. Define it, Stephen. Explain to me the Constitution of the United States. I'm excited.
All speech is permissible outside of a crime, and we have very clear parameters.
The First Amendment says it's that Congress, the government, shall pass no laws infringing on the speech or the freedom of assembly, the press, religion. That's what it's about. That your government can't silence you if you want to criticize your government.
No, it's not about criticizing the government, you fucker. It's not all about the government. Yeah, it's part of it, but that's not the whole thing. So you're the one that doesn't have a good understanding of the First Amendment. All right? The fact that they say the government shall not impose, that doesn't have to do with the fact that it's only having to do with the government. The only thing that free speech allows you to do is to criticize the government. That's it. You can't say curse words. I can't call this guy a dumb fucking cunt that he is. Oh, wait, I can call him a dumb cunt because he is a dumb cunt. Right? That's free speech. That's the way it works. Are you the government, dude? Am I criticizing the government? No, I'm criticizing an individual that doesn't make any sense, that looks at the same thing I look and sees something. You know, we look at a white piece of paper and you see a black piece of paper. No, you see a black box. Yeah, I see a white piece of paper. You know, I don't even know where that disconnect happens, but I'd love to figure it out. You know, how the fuck someone that has, you know, so many more subscribers than me on YouTube, 70 fucking whatever the fuck thousand subscribers, can just pass himself off as some kind of a truth teller when literally he just fucking spouts this nonsense all the time. This narrative bullshit. Dude, if I'm getting it from this Crowder video, I guarantee you it's peppered all over everything he fucking does. This is the first time I've seen this guy, and I am not impressed. At all. But 70 fucking whatever thousand people definitely were. Oh, the surfs. Oh, the surfs. Yeah, the surfs. Oh, we gotta go get on the surfs. What? Who the fuck is this guy? He doesn't make any fucking sense at all.
Or protest your government. Or hold a religion that is not directly the government itself.
Parameters.
Yeah, what's that got to do with the government, dude, having a religion? Nothing, you idiot. So you're trying to call Steve Crowder out on something that he was completely correct about, you dumbass! God! Your narrative makes you look like a douchebag.
Affirmed by the Supreme Court as to what
He is Canadian, yes.
that is. That's a proactive call for
Ice!
violence. The crime is not the speech.
Iceman! Where the fuck have you been, man? I'm so glad you're back. Holy shit. Goddamn, I will do a dab. Fuck, bro. I missed the hell out of you. God damn it. Making me curse. You're making me curse. Ugh. We shall smoke, Ice.
The crime is the action causing violence on purpose.
I know. We have a
Outside
lot
of
to
that,
answer for.
Everything is permissible. But for a show uncensored, and I know that you said there's a difference between across the pond there and obviously in the United States, we have a First Amendment that you don't, how would you define freedom of speech?
You fucking coward. Are you serious?
What?
This whole setup?
What?
Did-
What?
well, no
What?
wonder he doesn't want to debate Sam Cedar. Look what the fuck happens.
Yeah, how is he a fucking coward for asking him a question about how he perceives the First Amendment? What? I don't even understand what planet this guy is on. Hey, Mia, welcome to my block list. You're deleted forever. Fuck off. Go cunt off.
Well, I believe the word I used was hypocrite. Hypocrite. But how would you define it, Daddy?
Dude. His Steven Crowder comes off sounding like Mickey Mouse. It's funny. It's funny.
I don't think we're as far apart as you think. I mean, you talk about the First Amendment not protecting, for example, crime. It's a little bit more complicated. For example, it doesn't protect you if you deliberately defame somebody. And my argument about Alex Jones in particular was that he's just been punished with over $1 billion fine.
Right.
In one of the biggest defamation cases in modern America.
Right.
In Canada, we have the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and they are a little bit more limited in terms of your free speech.
Oh, so this
in
guy's
regards to
Canadian
speech
and
in
he's
the United
talking
States.
American
The United States, I would
politics.
say,
I love it.
you
Okay, he's
quite a bit more than
Canadian.
you could in Canada.
All right,
Depends.
I got
There
it.
was a
I got
recent
it.
ruling that is
That's
sending
funny.
shockwaves down the right-wing spine
Okay, Surf.
of the right-wing
Okay,
media
Mr.
apparatus
Surf
in Canada,
America.
where apparently falsely labeling marginalized communities as pedophiles or groomers with absolutely no evidence, or not stating that it's your own personal opinion, but simply saying it as a matter
Time
of fact.
is
AKA,
33:20.
you can look at any of them, Steve Crowder, Tim Pool,
33,
all of them.
20.
Apparently, you're
33,
not protected
20.
in your speech there. That's not seen in the public interest. That's
Dude,
how
you're
it's
calling out
usually
for when you're
defined, legally. Is it in the public interest? And no, it's not in the public interest to allow people.
Well, welcome back to reality, man. I hope you haven't been working too hard.
To not be able to be sued, for example, if you simply say, this person is a pedophile. Oh, what? Are you saying that person raped kids? I mean, he's a groomer. So you're saying that they're trying to rape kids. They're trying to indoctrinate them into a sinful lifestyle. Oh, okay, well, you said they were a kid rapist. So, yeah, no, that's not protected speech. You can't just do that. You're not even saying, like, this is my opinion that I believe without any evidence to the contrary that they happen to be a pedophile or groomer. That's not in the interest of, public speech.
American history activity. So I was joining all the dots there of his particular situation.
What did he skip?
And I can.
What is he doing?
Dude, why the fuck did you just skip over some shit? We watched that whole interview nonstop with no breaks. He did a cut there, and I wonder what the fuck he cut out. Weird. That's how narratives work, guys. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers to all of you. Iceman, cheers.
What is this tactic? I don't get it. Oh, you saying things. Pretend to be drunk. Pretend like you're drunk. Pretend like you're drunk. Just do it. Just do it.
concurred with Elon Musk's original view when he was asked about it when he first bought Twitter last year, which was he was not going to allow him back on. He's now changed his mind, but my opinion was based on the Constitution of the United States not protecting you if you are guilty of defamation.
Well, okay, so I'm going to have to take the rounds out of that magazine from how loaded that question was and so much misinformation there. And that's the beauty of the freedom of speech. You can say that, you can speak misinformation, and you have the right to, for example, saying he knowingly lied. Look.
Okay, so I'm going to take the rounds out of your clip right now. It's coming. Just wait. Oh yeah. No, you are being disarmed, sir.
No, better yet. Show me the meltdown, you fucker. Show me when Steven Crowder melts down. Do you understand what meltdown means?
Disarmed in real time. Yeah, no. Don't worry about it. Okay, it's coming shortly. Sure, I just
They're using that word because Steve Crowder used it before, I'm sure.
want to say a few more things first.
And this is called getting cucked. This is called Trump derangement syndrome, what this guy has. So now he has to use the snowflake reference or the meltdown reference because he felt so cucked. He felt so betrayed when he heard Steven Crowder to tell him that he was a fucking sellout, that he was fucking a snowflake, that he was a little bitch. So now he's like, I gotta use the same words and try to fight back and push back and blah, blah, blah. And it just comes off as you just attacking Steven Crowder in all the wrong places, getting every single point wrong. You know, there's not a lot you get right, dude. I don't know why so many people watch your fucking show. I can't believe this episode got 17,000 views. You know, with my my pathetic 70 views while you get 17,000. All I have to say about that is fuck YouTube.
But before I disarm you, sir, and completely dismantle everything you just said and why it's incorrect.
I'm not in the business of defending everything that Alex Jones has said, okay? But if you're going to say the 22 minutes out of 8,000 hours of broadcast time,
no, that's a bad.
which he apologized.
No, and he's gonna go on this, and that's a bad point, dude. It only takes 1 second to pull a trigger and kill somebody, right? Oh, but the rest of all those hours of your life, you never pulled a trigger and killed anybody. Does it matter? No, all that matters is that 1 second that you did it. All that matters is 22 minutes that he did say that shit. Steve, non-point, fail. Now, douchebag over here understands that as well.
He was wrong.
It wasn't just 22 minutes. My God. 22 minutes isn't as much as they showed in the courtrooms.
Constitutes what you are saying is proactively lying. That is a very dangerous precedent. It's not accurate.
I don't know,
It's
John.
not accurate.
Stephen, he did deliberately lie for a sustained period of time.
Yes,
for
he did.
years about these
Pierce
families.
wins his
He
point.
knows
Tell me how he deliberately lied.
No, he doesn't have to.
Not to mention.
All of us in the room here agree, even Steven Crowder, that Alex Jones knew he was lying. And Steven Crowder is literally sitting there lying to your face. He knows Alex Jones knew he was lying. He knew it. We went over why, because of Alex Jones's journalism background. He knew the facts of that case. Steven Crowder as well, journalism background. He understands well. I'm not saying he's a journalist, but he's done a lot of reporting on shit. He's got a lot of groundwork. He's done a lot of reporting. And for him to act like he thinks that Alex Jones didn't know the facts of that situation, it makes Steven Crowder look so bad. So we all agree here. Even douchebag. I agree with douchebag.
Thanks to his own legal team being so goddamn inept that they ended up sending a...
I mean, I'd love to have a conversation with douchebag and be like, yo, douchebag, is Joe Biden demented? Is he suffering from dementia? I'd love to hear his take on that. Is Joe Biden suffering from dementia? Did he coordinate payments through Hunter from various international entities? Ukraine. I'd love to hear his response to that. Let's go with the facts. Did Joe Biden say he didn't want his children to grow up in an urban jungle? Why don't you answer that, you fucking douchebag? These Duhmocrats, these fucking blue waiver, blue no matter who fucking cunt jobs, they have to go through all of this indoctrination in order to look themselves in the mirror and pull that Biden cock fucking handle in the goddamn fucking voting booth. Look at where we froze this guy's face. You're welcome. You're welcome for this, everybody. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, that's what a cuck job looks like. That's what a fucking sellout fucking cuck job looks like right there. Wow. Wow. It's perfect. It's unintentional. I just paused the video. But it just captured a moment in time that exemplifies everything that I feel about him. And I don't even know who this dude is. I've never seen him before. This is the first time I've ever seen him. And I fucking hated him. I was like, dude, you're lying to my fucking face. I mean, I hated you as soon as I saw the title of your video. Because I'd already reviewed that video yesterday with my audience. So I know you're a fucking lying cunt. Okay, I know Steven Crowder didn't melt down at all. Hey, he lies about shit. But you don't know what a fucking meltdown is, bro. Meltdown, that's what I feign every fucking show. Right now, that's a meltdown. Steven Crowder never blew up. He never fucking got emotional, got out of control, had to be muted, had to be silenced or told to stop talking so Pierce could get a word in edgewise. That's melting down. Or ripping off your mic and walking away like he did with Sam Cedar. That was a fucking meltdown. Steve Crowder fucking pussed away from Sam Cedar. That was a fucking meltdown, bro. So, go back to that one. I'm sure you covered it. Why the fuck do you gotta make bullshit up, man? Because, when the people you hate the most, like Donald Trump and Steven Crowder and Alex Jones, are lying about shit, and then your response to that is to lie about more shit. Really? That doesn't even make sense to me. You know, if I don't hear my voice reverberating through the halls of this home, I feel like I'm not doing my job right. That's what a fucking meltdown looks like. You know, I'm giving you an example here, buddy. This is a meltdown.
I still love this story so much. They ended up sending a fuck ton of evidence to the opposing legal team, who were then like, "Oh, you should probably disregard that." Are you ordering us not to be able to submit this into evidence, and we're going to wait the necessary amount of days to see whether or not you will file anything? You're not? Oh, 12 oh my god. Oh my god. They just gave us everything. So in that, yeah, were apparently a lot of text messages that Alex Jones was sending where he's still trying to spread this shit, where he's not remorseful.
I should give that guy a direct link.
Whatsoever. It's still like, the thing with him, if there's nothing in place or no one to stop him, he will never stop. There's not ever going to be a day where Alex Jones comes forward and all of a sudden he's like, everybody, I was wrong. I am sorry. I deeply apologize for doing all the bad things I did. If he's not ordered to do so by a court, like that's, you're not going to get that. He just moves on to the next thing. Or if that happened, he lies that he's been nonstop apologizing to families and victims of you know, his many lies, and then he'll just come forward and be like, well, they're saying that I basically did Sandy Hook and that I basically did 9/11. I did Sandy Hook, I did 9/11, I created AIDS, I did it all. It's me. Yeah, no, I'm the worst. It's like, no, you're deflecting from the actual responsibility that you do hold for the shit that you did, including the fact that your harassment, you can say, contributed towards one of those parents who should just been allowed to grieve unaliving themselves. That was Alex Jones.
He knew that.
Tell me how he deliberately
lied. And he was found to have deliberately lied.
Tell me how he deliberately lied.
And by the way, in his defense,
Tell me how he deliberately lied, please.
In his defense, he tried to play the First Amendment card, and it was rejected by the judge. Rejected.
Tell me how he deliberately lied, please.
Because he knew that it wasn't a hoax. He knew the massacre had happened.
Incorrect.
This isn't what he said.
That's incorrect.
What? Stephen, you're going to want some counter evidence of any kind to be proposed here, other than just feelings. This feels like a lot of feelings, you know? No, you're lying. Alex wouldn't do that.
Let's play what he said.
He's a good man.
Look, it's got inside job written all over it. Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake. With
Anyone looks
only
bad
2
at the
lines of
actual things
ultra
that they
male
say in front
vitality in
of
the morning.
you,
I will only
but I can
snort
test with this.
a half of a
It's
line of
really
ultra
cool
potent
that you
super
care
male
about
vitality
free
because it is so ultra potent.
And the fact that you call us uncensored, good for you. Good for you.
actors.
You're going to have to go to prisonplanet.com. You're going to want to check out Infowars.com, prisonplanet.com. You're going to want to go to our show.
It took me about a year with Sandy Hook to come to grips with the fact that the whole thing was fake.
Oh! I had to yell over the top of that. Sorry. I just realized that shit can't go out on my channel.
Steven, that last one. I mean, wow. Yeah,
I mean,
gotta get
Mr. fucking 70 fucking whatever the fuck thousand goddamn subscribers, I'm sure he can get away with it, no problem. But if that shit goes out over my channel,
it to
they'll
the
get me.
you know, the workers at the Piers Morgan show who are compiling clips and getting them ready for you here, because like it took me more than a year to realize the whole thing was fake. How could he have known by that point? How could any of us? Truly, yeah. The whole idea of these children being crisis actors and not actually having died, that there wasn't actually a school shooting, that the entire thing was a false flag, that no children were murdered whatsoever. In fact, they're all happy getting other acting gig jobs that are hard to find. But yeah, that's what's happening here, right?
Whole thing was fake. Repeatedly, a series of different shows he did.
You still haven't answered. You still haven't answered. That doesn't prove that he knowingly lied. Anything.
But
Look, Alex Jones is
Stephen,
wrong about a lot.
You're a very
Alex
smart.
Jones is wrong about a lot.
Stephen, you and I disagree.
But he's also
Stephen, you and I disagree. Hang on.
Believed it, and
I'm
then
going to respond to you.
Wrong.
You and I disagree about many things. We agree about many too, right? You just, but on this point, you're.
This is embarrassing for both of you. Pierce, you have so many easy wins here. Like, come on. Like, Steven Crowder has been floundering since the moment you...
Piers Morgan destroyed Steven Crowder. in that debate. He destroyed him when it came to the Alex Jones thing. When it came to First Amendment, Steven Crowder was the champion of that topic. You got to call the facts for what you see them, bro. And it's like, you just want to put Steve Crowder down, put Steve Crowder down, put Steve Crowder down, put Steve Crowder down. And I understand he does get a lot of things wrong in this debate, but for you to not see the truth for what it is, it's just so vulgar. I find it something so disgusting in a person that you can sit there. I'm sorry, I was just going through your Twitter feed, and I can't believe you actually are against sending weapons to Israel. I figured you were sold out on that fucking narrative too. You know, you've been supporting the goddamn the blue no matter who bullshit. I can tell, man.
Did like a slight pushback, just like, yeah, I don't fully agree with everything that Alex Jones has said. You just played the clip of him saying, like, it took me over a year to realize that the whole thing was fake. I mean, at that point,
Moon.
His whole defense here.
Moon Ninja. I've never heard of them before. I never seen this guy. And I'm like, man, I'm going to go on my show today and I'm going to destroy you. So that's all I'm doing, Moon. I'm sorry, man. I'll never watch this guy again. Let me finish this, okay? Why don't you stay here with me, please, and help me. That helps. You in the chat helps a lot. In fact, here, let me pull that up. Please, don't go. Yeah, man, I totally agree with you, Moon Ninja. I mean, that's what I gathered, too. And I was surprised that I actually agree with him on what's going on with Palestine. He's pure bad faith. Right. Willing to fucking misrepresent the facts of something to try to win his narrative over when it's not. And that the worst part is, it's not even necessary. When people do this shit, bro, like I said, he melted down horribly with Sam Cedar. That video's still up. You can go grab that and talk about that one again. I'm sure there's, you know, he melted down with his wife, bro. That's on fucking video. You can go, I'm sure you probably talked about that. You talk about that again. But when you try to say Steven Crowder melted down when he had a good conversation, dude, after Steve Crowder had this debate with Piers Morgan, I was like, dude, I would literally have a conversation with Steven Crowder. There was a time where I was like, I can't talk to that motherfucker. He's an idiot. There's no talking to him. Fuck that guy. And after listening to him talk to Piers Morgan, I'm like, well, maybe he's changing, man. Maybe his wife shaming him publicly has humbled him. You know? People needed to see how fucking abusive he was to his wife. He is an abuser, bro. That guy's a fucking human piece of garbage. Wow. It's shocking. But at the same time, I could tell you how much that disgusts me, and also tell you that when he says something that makes sense. And that, like you said, bro, it's pure bad faith. Are you not going to talk to me anymore, Moon Ninja?
It's like, well, how could he have known? Are you serious? A year after Sandy Hook, how could you have known what had actually taken place there?
You're a very smart guy. I wouldn't question that for a moment.
Again, Pierce, how are you fumbling the bag?
You and I both know Alex Jones knew that that was not faked.
He's not fumbling. He's
you
totally
and I
making
both
sense.
know that.
That totally made sense. Yeah.
Again,
let it play, dude.
That's the only response.
Shut up.
Yeah, I understand.
Shut up, dude. You can't make that look bad. He's asking a stupid question.
He's just gonna do this.
God, dude.
If you want a preview, I mean, hold on. Let's get a sexy picture. Sam. Okay, hold on.
Sexy picture? Is this guy gay?
Sam Cedar sexy.
This guy's got to be gay.
All right, there we go.
That's cool. He can be whatever he wants to be.
Sexy picture of Sam Cedar. Really high or something. That's why he sounds the way he does.
Sandy Hook. You and I both know that.
So I have to spit the words out that you just tried to place in my mouth. I do not.
So this is Steve.
That's what it would look like.
This is Steve Crowder having a meltdown. Everybody, him being funny and being a comedian.
Posterity.
I both know.
We actually enjoyed this part.
Knew that was not fake. Sandy Hook.
He's trying to make Steve Crowder.
You and I both.
He's trying to make Crowder look so bad instead of just playing what it
So I
is.
have to
He
put
puts a
the
picture of
words
Sam
out.
Cedar
Try to
next to him and
collect-
try to make it even look more clownish. Plays it in slow
AI is
motion.
crazy, eh? It's nuts. Like
This is
nearly
this is
impossible
all
to
you
tell
got,
now.
bro?
It's dangerous.
Is to
It's
slow
going
it down and
scary
put
places.
a section picture of
Even
Sam
if-
Cedar
no,
next
it
to him?
didn't. And even
It did.
assuming
They
that you
found him
don't
guilty
discuss
of
the
defamation.
Holy fuck, he's so bad at this. He's so goddamn bad at this.
Dude, let the clip play.
His response to everything has been like, "No, it didn't. No, that never happened. That's not true." Here's a clip of it. Yeah, no, you're lying. Yeah, no.
with your audience, and I'm going to continue speaking as though we're having a dialogue, even assuming that you don't discuss the caps that he would never pay out, the far lower settlement that they have decided they would allow, considering this will go to a superior court and will get thrown out, even if you allow all of
It
those
won't be
things,
thrown
here's
out.
the beauty of the First Amendment. Here's the beauty
It's
of the
not
First
going to be
Amendment.
thrown out.
Even if you at one point commit defamation, you still don't forfeit your right to speak.
Exactly.
No,
Exactly. And that's why Rudy Giuliani walked right outside the courtroom after he lost that case and said, I meant everything I said about those women, and everything I said about those women was a fact. Why? Because what Steven Crowder just said is correct. Did police walk up and arrest Rudy Giuliani for saying that? No, they didn't. Did officers of the court come outside and arrest Rudy Giuliani when he did that? No. Can Alex Jones get back on Twitter and talk as much shit as he wants to until somebody else wants to sue him? You goddamn right he can. Why? Because of the First Amendment, you idiot.
You have not disproven a single thing that he said so far.
Yes, he
you
did.
just keep saying, no, that's not true.
No,
And then you just
as soon as he had a
immediately
chance to
pivot
speak,
something completely unrelated.
as soon
And
what video are you watching, dude? How the fuck are your takes so bad? How is that possible, man? How can you be this bad and have over 70,000 fucking subscribers on YouTube? I don't get it.
That's why the First Amendment reigns supreme. Taco Bell dream.
Fundamental human right.
I agree.
And that's
Stephen?
not why he was banned from. That's not why he was banned from Twitter.
I
You know that.
He was
You know
banned from
that.
Twitter. He was banned
He never said that.
from Twitter for having a pop at some guy from CNN. I don't care about that. I'm more interested in
Hey,
why
Dave, what's
Elon
up, buddy?
Musk tweeted when he bought Twitter and was asked, will you bring back Alex Jones? He said, no, I won't allow somebody back on, having gone through the pain himself of a child dying in his own arms, one of his children. He wasn't going to allow someone who profited from the pain of dead children to be back on the platform. He then changed his mind, which he's allowed to do. He owns the platform. X is a private company owned by Elon Musk. He can do what he likes with it. But they also have a series of rules which are available on their website, which you can check about what is allowed and not allowed. And they will deplatform you if you transgress those rules. And my point to you is that the situation with Alex Jones is that he was found guilty in an American court of defamation. And yes, it's entirely down to Elon Musk that he can bring him back. But I agree with
It
the
has nothing
first
to do with the
version
First Amendment,
of
by the
Elon
way.
Musk's decision-making, not the second one based on a completely undemocratic poll he put on his own Twitter feed. I'm sure you did. You
He
basically
did it again. Dude, is he doing that? What is going on with that, with the jumping around? I'm really curious. What God said that he doesn't want people to hear, you know?
poll he put on his own Twitter feed. I'm sure you did.
He's cutting the video himself. He's cutting shit out of the video, guys. It's his vid. I made sure, I was like, dude, I'm pretty sure the fucking interview wasn't like that. It was one solid interview, if I remember correctly, because they're uncensored. Both of these guys brag about the fact that they do uncut segments. This cunt job is segmenting the video for some fucking reason. And I'd love to know what the fuck he's cutting out and why. That is subversive as fuck. Like what Moon Ninja said. He's like, bro, I can't watch the surfs. It's pure lies. It's lies, just lies. It's toxic. He's pure bad faith. Kinda gay.
basically said, I don't know much about the U.S. Constitution because I'm not American. And that's fine. But I have lived and worked in America for 20 years. I have tried to really get a handle on the U.S. Constitution. And on the issue of the First Amendment, it is a complicated thing. It's not as simple as saying you can say...
Okay, these call-outs are pretty funny. I am here for this. I am quite enjoying him having to sit there.
I thought he was melting down.
And having a Brit explain to a Canadian.
No, I thought, but I thought he was melting down. Now you say he's just sitting there calmly, listening, being cordial, and having a conversation and a debate with someone he disagrees with on some stuff. You know, Crowder is there to defend his friend. That's why he's there. That's the only reason he's there. He's there to defend Alex Jones. He admits it in this interview. I'm friends with Alex Jones, he says. You know, it's obvious he's willing to lie for his friend because, you know, Crowder and I will only snort a half a line of ultra potent Superman vitality in the morning because it is so ultra potent. And then he's ready to go out there and take on Pierce Morgan. And it will be 1747 all over again, my friend. Whatever year it was, 1776 all over again.
Oh, jack shit about the U.S. Constitution. Fucking Canadian.
Whatever you want. Well, it is because it doesn't allow the unfettered free speech, but with protection. Are you suggesting
it isn't complicated?
You're a douchebag, but I liked your fucking Canadian thing. That's funny because I know you're Canadian, and that's funny. I like shit like that, but I still don't like you.
When you don't.
And let me tell you why I don't like you. I don't like you because you're a fucking liar. Okay? There's no way your takes could possibly be this bad unless you're just fucking lying. You know, there's no way you're cutting this video down for, it's not for fucking time. You did a 40-minute video. Guess what, man? The interview was shorter than 40 minutes. I watched it. It was shorter than 40 minutes. So, you know, you didn't cut the fucking video down for time. Everything was pertinent to the conversation that I saw in that fucking interview. You know, until they got to the very end and then they were just being funny.
Don't understand jack shit about it, and you're just like, oh, well, the First Amendment protects me.
It absolutely does.
You know,
it doesn't.
It absolutely does.
If he didn't push that fucking Crowder impersonation so hard, he could almost get it. He's just pushed it all the way up to Mickey Mouse. And he just sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Barring. Would you like me to explain? Barring what I've already outlined. Actual criminal behavior calling for violence against other people. For example, Pierce, look,
yeah, but
you know that
you have been,
and I'm saying this in your defense. For example, you made your joke about being a two-spirited penguin, right? I thought it was cute. I think it was funny, and I understand the point that you were
again not addressing anything he's saying. You
dude,
not at one point you've been like, oh, okay.
Shut up! You're an idiot, bro. He's making an analogy, man. Fucking let him get through it, you fucking moron.
Said and now refute it and actually
God, it's called conversation.
Outside of like that.
God, you're so silly.
Yes, no, it didn't. Well, here's the video.
You're fucking silly, dude.
You're putting words in my mouth.
You're fucking silly. Shut up.
Okay, you have had people accuse you of creating violence against trans. You know that, and we know it's absurd. So who defines what is actually calling for violence, or if you?
Yeah, well said, Steven. Why didn't you let the man speak, you little douchebag? He made total sense right there. Pierce got his point and is now trying to reply.
Basically, in a roundabout way, maybe causing violence. No, unless you called for violence. No, but you didn't.
I love that he went to the trans card. Typical Crowder, eh? Just like fucking flailing loudly.
No, he was using an example that he knew of with Pierce that happened with Pierce. That was something he was obviously aware of, something he was familiar with, you fucking idiot. I love how he went to the trans card. Like, just come right down on all of us. Such a hater. And no. Steve Crowder does hate the LGBTQ community, don't get me wrong. He's a Republic cunt, piece of fucking human garbage. Don't get me wrong, he does. And that's why people like Sean shouldn't watch Crowder. Because that will infect your fucking brain.
All of a sudden it's just like, well Pierce, you also were transphobic. Your speech was protected. It's the same thing.
You said you were a two-spirited penguin.
You keep saying that your only barrier on free speech.
Just repeated it. You said it. You did a transphobic joke. Like
That's a
the rest
huge
of us.
jab. I'm
One
trying
of
to make it
us.
smaller.
Speech is crime.
Yes.
And I keep reminding you that Alex Jones was found guilty of defamation.
It's a huge
and that
jab.
is one of the things that's not protected by the First Amendment.
No, it's not protected in a you can have civil damages, and your First Amendment rights don't cease to exist. In other words, you can pay. You can pay the piper for what you have done in
You're
that
still being
individual
held
instance.
accountable
So if someone
for your
at some
defamation.
point, if someone accuses you of defamation, and let's say has a suit levied against you that actually, by God, is successful, let's say that, does that forbid you from speaking publicly thereafter?
No, of
you
course.
don't.
No one said it did. What are you saying right now?
Lose it. It's a fundamental human right.
Not at all, but it does allow, I'm exercising my rights to free speech to say I think he shouldn't be allowed back on X, which was the position of the owner of X until last week. So my point is that Elon Musk has made...
Yeah, I know. What's been happening at X lately that would make him be like, oh, what's one final Hail Mary that we could do?
2 judgment calls about this. One I agreed with and one I didn't. And I'm exercising my free speech rights to say I don't agree with it.
You are. And I completely support your right to that. The problem is Elon Musk changed his mind in the face of new information. And if we want to have...
Yeah, the new information being that, like, almost every single major fucking advertiser is gone now, so not much left to do, but just basically go the InfoWars route. You know, it is one of the last common denominators. After that, I mean, it's pretty much going to be, what, the Groypers, Cozy TV or whatever, Nick Fuentes neo-Nazi network. He's going to be like, well, you know, we love free speech around these parts, so let's also give all the Nazis a show, exclusive on X. You know, you thought Tucker Carlson and Alex Jones were the only exclusive X shows.
Productive dialogues. We need to... You know what? This is one thing I often ask. And by the way, I think that none of this is a gotcha for Twitter clicks. I hope to God it's not. How often, when you were on CNN, or how often when you were on your morning show there in the...
You're such a testicle. You are shrinking in real time. Every time. It's just like, hey, I'm kind of mad. Gonna go for a dunk here. And before I do this, I hope to God everyone realizes, you know, this isn't for Twitter points. I respect you. You know, uncensored. You have free speech. You know, good man, strong man, good posture.
UK.
Is that
How
part of
often
the
do you see on
meltdown?
any news network someone say, you know what? New information came out and I was wrong. And I say that because you've done it. And I appreciate it. You said, you know what? If I knew what I know...
Did he go right to the trans thing? No, he's talking about retractions. And I bet this Surfs cunt has never done a retraction in his life.
Again.
He strikes me as that kind of guy.
Fuck.
Like a Jimmy Dore type, you know?
Won't go for a headshot.
A Sam Cedar
Just
type.
consistently there going,
Oh, now, about the COVID vaccine, specifically that if you get the
David
COVID vaccine, you
Pakman.
cannot transmit it.
Yeah.
If I knew that that was incorrect, I wouldn't have espoused the
Yeah,
views
David
that I
Pakman
did.
just won't
Yeah.
cover
I
shit
think that's a
that he
beautiful
can't-
thing.
that doesn't
And I
fit his
think the
narrative.
problem that we
He
have
just
in
won't
today's
cover it,
society is
you know?
not wanting to allow people to be wrong, to make
Time
mistakes in the realm of
is
comedy.
3,
Look, good jokes
4,
and bad jokes.
It has nothing to do with
4:30,
comedy.
man.
Jesus Christ, we're so far
4:30.
off topic. So Alex Jones
4:30.
had
1
continued to
hour,
propagate
4 minutes
a
and
lie that was
30
getting a
seconds
lot of
left.
his supporters, and then there was multiple instances of him both being explained to, bringing on conspiracy theorists who were spreading that lie after learning they were conspiracy theorists, and some of those conspiracy theorists had ties to
Hey,
neo-Nazis
Drew.
and white nationalist movements, still continuing to do so, just fucking thing after thing. Alex Jones continuously propagating all of these lies after there was overwhelming evidence that this was not a false flag attack, that these children were real and dead. He continued to do so over and over until his fans continued to harass them to such a point that one of them unalived themselves. Like, it's one of the most horrifying fucking things a human being / ghoul
Hey,
who doesn't know
young Clint.
jack shit about anything, who's now constantly being like rebranded, like, oh, Alex Jones predicted. No, he didn't predict shit. The guy doesn't know
Brew.
fuck all. Like, now we're supposed to just take the whole thing and be like, oh yeah, well, he got new information, he apologized, now we all forgive him.
No
Alex
longer gonna
Jones
give
is
us
always right.
You can have a direct challenge to Alex Jones, like I did when he came on my
Of course
show.
I can.
Look, like you picked out, for example,
What are you talking about? Why is he getting so whiny? What are you talking about? No, you can reply.
that he came on my show, Jeremy Corbyn, Taliban spokesman, and so on. Yes, because in each of those cases, I put them through the mincer, right? And I'm prepared to have them on to give them a hard time and challenge them. You might be.
He's so shit and petty. What a fucking little baby. Debatable. But I love you. I love the work you do. But you suck cock. But I love you. Remember, I was certainly giving it to this person. He's not a nice guy. You know, you didn't condemn him much.
Oh, you answer my question. Now, the point of playing that clip, other than to entertain you, as I'm sure it did, is that, yes...
I hate that clip. I hate everything about that clip.
Why do you hate it?
I hate it because I don't like Jeremy Corbyn, but I think he's a bombastic prick, but I also think that you should have let him finish speaking. Why? Because then he would express bad ideas.
Yeah,
That's why I support freedom of speech.
But actually, in the end, I could tell very quickly he was never going to give an answer, and therefore...
That, like, little back and forth, that encapsulates what I was talking about. This is, like, really sad on both their parts. Again, Pierce should have had so many easy dunks and wins, but for some reason, on some level, I don't know.
So many dunks and wins. It's not all about that, you fucking little idiot. It's not about dunks and wins sometimes, man. Sometimes it's about coming together on shit. You know, figuring out what you can agree on. Getting people to come together, you fucking separatist cunt motherfucker. And calling himself serfs separates himself from me. I'm not a fucking servant. Right? He's a separatist cunt. Oh, let's all put ourselves in groups and separate ourselves. Oh, we're the serfs. If you're not poor, you can't be in my group. Fuck you.
It's like the transphobic alliance. Yes, when our rings connect. I don't know what kind of docking's going on, but like at that moment, you're all like buddies, right? It's just like, oh, come on, you know, I love your show. You usually have good ideas. Don't agree with everything you say. Well, I love your show. You usually have good ideas. I don't agree with everything you say. Well, okay, good. We mutually love each other then.
We were in a game of cat and mouse, which went on so long that the viewer was left in no uncertain terms what his answer actually was. Because otherwise you just say Hamas or a terror group. It's not difficult. And in fact, 2 days later, he admitted Hamas or a terror group.
Stunning.
That was his position.
Yes.
But
I broke Jeremy Corbyn. No one had ever done it before. Yes, you only wish, Stephen.
Only after
Look
I
upon my work,
you
mighty.
Someone sounds jealous.
So that's it. So you want to
Someone
shame
sounds
people
a little jealous
into agreeing with you.
No,
I would rather just let them speak if they have bad ideas.
Not at all.
Oh my God! You let fucking Steven Crowder get a point. He just got a point. That was a connected hit.
Really? Was that the first one? Because it wasn't. Number 2, is this where he's melting down? I'm still waiting for that part.
Didn't sink a battleship, but he certainly got one piece of it. Pierce, what the fuck?
I want to shame them into giving an honest opinion. What I will really lose my rag about, and I'm sure you must be the same, when people just obfuscate and don't give a straight answer to a straight, simple question.
Oh, you mean like this entire fucking debate that you've had with Steven, where he just refuses to answer anything you say and then just goes on tangents? Yeah, but that's why comedy is protected by the First Amendment.
Then I will go after them. If they give an honest answer, even if I don't agree with it, I respect that. And in fact, I think people who watch my show regularly will...
Dude, the title under the video is Piers a free speech hypocrite. Crowder says X is a cesspit to say whatever, and you've got it covered up. What's wrong with you? It's literally the topic of their discussion. You're such a fucking pussy. Jesus Christ.
See, that is my position, whether I agree with them or not. I have lots of people on I don't really agree with. But I find the ones that I have respect for are the ones who give a straight answer to a straight question. So let me ask you a straight question.
So you must not respect Steven, or you don't give 2 fucks about anything you just said?
Ask me a straight question.
Sure.
David Duke, the former KKK leader, he's banned from Twitter. Elon Musk hasn't brought him back. Right. Should he be allowed to be back on?
Wow, it really gets a lot of squirminess. It goes all squirmy when you start mentioning fucking white supremacists, KKK, Klansmen, shit like that.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, God. No,
yeah, he does.
Hell. Here we go. Oh, yeah, everyone's a white supremacist, Pierce. Fucking back off.
On X.
Throw that at me. Really? You just say, I want to ask someone a straight question. You have me here.
We went over this part.
Answer it.
It wasn't a straight question. It was a fucked up question.
Let me ask you a straight question. Huh. Is that what you're going to do? Ask me a straight question?
He's covering it the same way I did.
That's it? You're going to ask me a straight... Can you answer the question? Oh, can I answer the question?
Did he fucking watch my show? That's my bit. When did he do this? Four days ago, he did my bit before I did my bit. Fucker.
basically
Nice
a
try.
specter. I don't appear. You want to ask me about David Duke?
Yes. Because he's banned from Twitter.
Should David Duke be allowed back on X?
Yes.
I'm not as familiar with David Duke as I am with Alex, which is why I was able to point out that you cannot prove
No,
that
but
he
it's-
knowingly lied about.
But again, simple question. So, what if I told you that he was the head of the current incarnation of the KKK, the Ku Klux Klansman, an incredibly white supremacist, racist, and violent extremist group in the United States? Now you know who he is.
About anything.
No.
If David Duke has called for the violence, look,
He
if
didn't
David
say, I'm pretty sure Steven Crowder didn't say, I don't know who David Duke is. I'm pretty sure he says, I don't know what David Duke has said. I don't know if he's called for violence. Let's go back, because this could be the worst take of the entire video. Okay, let's go 28:20.
about David Duke?
Yes. Because he's banned from Twitter.
Should David Duke be allowed back on X?
Yes.
I'm not as familiar with David Duke as I am with Alex, which is why I was able to point out that you cannot prove
No,
that
but
he
it's a-
knowingly lied about.
But again, simple question. So, what if I told you?
No, it's not a simple question, dude. He's going to explain it. I think he jumped the gun on that. He hadn't heard Steven Crowder say, I don't know what he said. He stopped it before Steve Crowder could say, I don't know what that guy said. Like he follows David Duke, the fucking Nazi, the Klansman dude. You know? The white supremacist motherfucker. I really doubt that Steven Crowder does. So I think this is all legit and real. And I think everyone here at this table knows who David Duke is and knows that he's affiliated with, white supremacy. Absolutely. The name is synonymous with it. So this is kind of hyper. I just think it's super hyperbolic.
Familiar with David Duke as I am with Alex, which is why I was able to point out that you cannot prove
No,
that
but
he
it's a-
knowingly lied about.
But again, simple question. So, what if I told you that he was the head of the current incarnation of the
He knows.
KKK,
He knows.
the Ku Klux Klansman,
Right. He knows.
an incredibly white supremacist, racist,
He knows. So I'm sure Steven Crowder knows.
and violent extremist group
I'm sure Steven Crowder knows.
in the United States?
Right. You have proven no point. You've made no point right now as of yet, dude. You just try to come off as sounding smart. And it's like Moon Ninja came in and said, everything you do is in bad faith.
Now you know who he is.
As he already did, as we all sitting at this table know who David Duke is.
Anything.
No.
If David Duke has called for the violence, look, if David Duke has called for the violence, actions of violence against minority groups, then no. If David Duke
There you go. There you go. And if you just shut your fat fucking mouth for one more second, you would have heard him say that. He jumped the gun. Now he should do a retraction. Let's see if he does.
You know what I always find is that when people are going to be, antagonistic,
You know what I always find is that when you catch yourself being wrong about something, you automatically change the subject. That's what I always find. What about y'all?
or go after minority groups, they oftentimes don't seem to have any fucking clue who you're talking about when you mention very popular public figures in.
Dude, I'm telling you, Steven Crowder knows who David Duke is, and he didn't act like he didn't know who David Duke was. You're so weird. The fact that you're acting like you don't see what we all just saw is so weird. All of us here know who David Duke is. Steven Crowder knows who David Duke is. And he's not pretending that he doesn't know who David Duke is. It is so weird that you're acting like Steven Crowder said this thing. Right? Right? Thank you, Duckine Brew.
In those arenas. If you're sitting like, well, yes, so I don't know if you're familiar with Nick Fuentes. I don't really know who that is. Not familiar with him that much. Don't know. It's just...
He didn't say that. Now you're acting like that. Steven Crowder didn't say that. He said, if he's calling for violence of minority groups, then no. What, how come we all heard Steven Crowder say that, and this little fucking peanut down here, for some reason, is hearing something completely different? It's like he's got something inside his ears that literally changes the words that we're all hearing into different words with different meanings. And for him, he gets a completely different take on things than the rest of the world does that's watching. I don't understand that, but here you go. Here's what's really fucked up. Oh, his audience members. Yeah. You start reading the comments under this video. Oh, yeah, it says, yeah, you're so right about this, blah, blah, blah. It's all love and support for this dude. It's all a little cult echo chamber.
Not my scene. Don't know anything about him, really.
In condemning.
What happened?
Right.
I think it's pretty clear when you look at comments like, can you condemn David Duke? And there's a hesitation, and a week or two later, he responds with, yes, I condemn it.
Well, you think he hasn't been as clear?
Talked about it there. Apparently it appears again.
Sure. David Duke and robocalls are out again. The white
So you're watching news clips talking about David Duke and that historical moment where, you know, Donald Trump didn't condemn him. I think it's safe to say that Steven Crowder knows exactly who David Duke is. You want further evidence? Did you see how he reacted as soon as David Duke's name was mentioned by Pierce? All of a sudden he's like...
Yeah, because he knows who David Duke is, bro. It was obvious. He never said he didn't know, man. It is. He's hearing different words than what we're hearing. What is that device in his ears that is doing that? Isn't that weird? Wow.
Here we go.
supremacist movement supporting you. Do you have any words for that?
Well, I disavow. David Duke endorsed me.
David Duke.
I disavow, okay?
When we looked at it and
disavow.
looked at the question,
Okay.
I disavow
David Duke.
So are you prepared right now to make a clear and unequivocal statement renouncing the support of all white supremacists?
Of course I am. Of course I am.
When Christian...
Tell me when I'm going to stop. This goes on for about...
Okay, all right. So Steven Crowder lied.
And who cannot. And there, we've seen some very clear examples of this. If you give me 30 seconds, let me lay this out for you. For example, I don't think they have the right to, for example, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Here's why. They benefit from Section 230. Now, I know you have a lot of fans in the UK. They may not be familiar with this. Let me explain what it means. They're basically treated like public utilities, meaning that they have immunity from liability for someone saying something on their platform. For example, AT&T here in the States can't ban you from their phone service because your racist Aunt Tilly drops an N-bomb after a few drinks at Thanksgiving. They're a public utility. These big...
In principle, Section 230, obviously, indemnifying a company for the content that the people who operate within the company produce as the content generally, it's done in good faith. If you look at the wording of Section 230, it says that, yes, you will not be held directly responsible if you act in good faith to remove content that is meant...
If he says Steven Crowder's having a meltdown over this show, then he's having a meltdown over Steven Crowder. Because he has the inability to be rational at this point. And that is a meltdown. You're in a meltdown, bro, like a constant meltdown. You're in meltdown mode constantly. Your brain doesn't work right. You don't hear words correctly. You translate things differently. Meanings.
Is illegal.
If you're not accurate, your takes are the worst on the internet.
Ideally, you have a terms of service that you're working around, and those are your guidelines. It's supposed to be that YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all these companies, what they're supposed to be doing is effectively abiding by their terms of service, giving very clear guidelines to everybody. If you break these guidelines, you unfortunately will either be suspended or get a strike on your channel or something like that, because we want to avoid things like, hate speech. We want to avoid things like the targeting of marginalized community members and stuff like this. The problem being that everyone has seen so many instances where, a triple S sniper wolf or another content creator does something really fucked up and they get a slap on the wrist, because at the end of the day, they usually benefit the biggest creators and they get the most leeway. I mean, look no further than this dude. This dude has been pushing the boundaries of the TOS for a really fucking long time and getting away with it. Now, he's been part of a couple adpocalypses here and there, and every now and then he's like, yeah, let's do another sketch that clearly is against and in violation of all their terms of service, and to see how far we can get away with it.
It would have, according to Dr. Epstein. Do you realize? Now, I'm a comedian, right? This show, that's why I appreciate you said, hey, you got to...
Oh, I know Hunter didn't sway the election. That's the level of political discourse that Piers Morgan is willing to fucking engage in. Like, that's so sad to tell. Like, if you are someone who's analyzing politics for a living, or you're just following that kind of shit, like, it doesn't take, like, you know, the most astute of political satirists to truly appreciate, like, the people who are enraged about the Hunter Biden stories, who actually feel like it's something in which they have been done an injustice, are the right, are Republicans. This is a right-wing thing. Yes, it's going to continue to fuel right-wing discourse and make them mad, but Democrats are not moving to the polls for that one. It's not like, oh, so in this one instance, it looks like Hunter Biden may be very severely addicted to drugs and also hiring sex workers constantly. And it's like, oh, what does Joe say about that? He's actually kind of being like a half-decent dad about it and being like, I still love my son and stuff. Oh, well, okay, wait, there's more. It would be revealed that he, in fact, bought a truck because he had no credit score because of, again, the drugs and everything. And so then Joe Biden was like, I'll buy you a truck, son. And he bought him a truck. Yeah. So, yeah, impeachment, right? This is an impeachable offense.
Chuckle from our segment. Some of it is tongue-in-cheek, and I appreciate that you recognize that and not try and use, you acknowledge that it's a joke, whether it's funny or not. So as a comedian, the host of a comedy show, Rudy Giuliani was on this show.
Oh, this impersonation.
Yes, Rudy Giuliani is a comedian and the host of a comedy show.
God, this impersonation is the best of Rudy Giuliani.
First time the public ever saw Hunter Biden's laptop was on this show. He brought it up. He goes, I have the laptop here. The FBI came, they searched my offices.
Who the fuck is that? Also, how's Rudy doing? How's that working out for Rudy?
They took everything but the laptop. I go, wait. Is that the Hunter Biden laptop? He said yes. Episode is banned. Suspended from YouTube. Think about that. Think about how terrifying it is. It was an accident.
It's wrong. It's wrong. Let me ask you, though. Yesterday on your show, you appeared wearing a T-shirt saying Alex Jones was right, changed my mind. So my question is, what was he right about?
Oh, gosh, how much time do you have?
Well, are you talking about...
I can tell you what I'm right about right now, folks. I am definitely right about the fact that I will only snort a half of a line of Ultra Potent Super Male Vitality in the morning because it is so ultra potent. I have to wait at least 4, sometimes 4.5 excruciating seconds before I go back and snort that second half of a line of Ultra Potent Super Male Vitality, and then I'm ready for my morning. I'm renovating the bathroom again. We're totally, completely re-renovating the previous renovation. And remember, we had the freaking Taj Mahal of bathrooms in there, of course. Our water purification system, the filtration purification is unlike any other filtration system you will find anywhere else on the internet. I've tried them all. I'm drinking my own urine daily, and I'm here to tell you, it's pure and clean. It's a little warm. And we're working on a cooler right now. We're working with Icy Breeze right now. They're the great people at Icy Breeze. They're working hand in hand with us to get a cooler on our water filtration, purification, urination system so that you can just recirculate the moisture of your life and just kind of keep it in your own bubble. Dude, you're so fucking creepy. I don't know why the fuck you do this shit. Get the fuck out of here with your bullshit. God, you are fucking creepy on every level, dude. Stay out of my fucking shit. I swear to God. You're like the kind of person that when somebody has a huge following, they have like a whole bunch of people like you that come in and say weird shit like that. And me, I just have this one dude. Take a fucking vacation, bro.
Sandy Hook.
No, I'm not talking about Sandy Hook. He said he was wrong about Sandy Hook.
Right.
Oh, so he
apologized for Sandy Hook.
When he was sued, he said he was
eventually, but I'm saying obviously the shirt wouldn't be addressing that. If it's he says I was wrong, it would be awfully daft to
what are you alluding to then?
I'm alluding to, for crying out loud, if you talk about intelligence agencies spying on Americans, if you talk about what...
That's what? So Alex Jones didn't predict that. He doesn't even accurately cover it. yeah, he doesn't fully understand the scope and magnitude of it sometimes. He likes to say a lot of like really scary sounding things, though. Well, yes, obviously the globalists and the elites are spying on us, and that's why they're using U.S. Funded satellites as part of the communists with Xi Jinping, who's actually working in tandem with the woke trans agenda, and of course the lizard people in order like. That's the same as saying that there are different government. What about talking about things like the Patriot Act and how there had been an overreach of government intrusion into the personal and private lives of people, or how private companies, usually a lot of these tech companies, you're supposed to be hating how they actually sell vast amounts of data to other private companies who want to buy that data, and how that data can be utilized and manipulated in order to sway public opinion. Say in the case of Steve Bannon, and how his own organization was utilizing it to have some success in the first Brexit and then Trump. Anything about that, or is it just going to be like, oh well, Alex Jones said government institutions spy on people?
We've done with South American countries as allowing the spread of STDs, for which Hillary Clinton apologized for.
So when you said what we've done in South American countries, it was like, again, if you're talking about the CIA and what they do in terms of coups and propping up dictators or doing overthrows of government, yes, again, all very well documented. Nothing that Alex Jones predicted, and again, barely is able to talk about. But Crowder just goes right to spreading AIDS. Because we intentionally that was the CIA who did that as a weaponized. What?
If you talk about nation building, where there have been underhanded deals with nations who don't have our best interests at heart, I mean, it's take your pick. I don't believe that, for example,
you haven't said a single specific thing. You just mentioned things, half of which are just available. That anyone who wants to read a book, use Google, search a thing, go on Wikipedia, like any single person.
Dude, who cares if Alex Jones predicted this shit or not, dude? Why are you you're having a meltdown over this shit. You're having a fucking meltdown over nothing.
George W. Bush was next to the Twin Towers with an Acme.
Crowder got in trouble for whipping his dick out at the office, didn't he? He did indeed. Well, not just whipping his dick out. Apparently he put his balls on one of his employees. The same employee that he was dressing in drag with publicly and then making out with.
Plunger.
Oh, I should also add that employee was stroking his penis above the pants in that same video clip that children are looking at. Yes. What they call grooming and pedophilic behavior.
Theorist, but when Alex Jones said, look, you are going to be corralled into social media ghettos and lose your right to speak, he was right. He's right about a lot. And I will say this. He's been wrong.
He's rarely right about anything. Alex Jones is almost always wrong.
About plenty. I am not here to defend everything that Alex Jones has ever said.
Steven's brain is a black hole. DJ Danarchy? Wait, are you the DJ Danarchy? Like the one who does all the music for all the best shows on the internet? If so, you're fucking awesome. I love your beats.
Willing to defend everything that I have said on my program. But that man is exactly who you would expect him to be. He's a friend of mine, and when everyone else...
Yes, based. I can't give you VIP in YouTube, but I'll give you a mod hammer. Use it wisely, Danarchist. Hold on. Moderators and boom.
Tucktail and they
everyone go check out Danarchist, aka DJ Anarchy's channel. That's where you'll find so many great, amazing theme songs, from Majority Report to the Michael Brooks Show to Knowledge Fight.
From the Majority Report.
I'm not going to do that. I'll tell him he's wrong. I'll tell you where I think he's
wrong.
Dope
beats,
but
everybody.
That man has a
Dope
right to
beats.
Speak, just like I believe you have the right to speak. And Pierce, if you think they're not going to come for you,
again, just empty platitudes.
Slogan. No bullshit, dude. That's the most important thing Crowder says the whole goddamn interview. They've come for fucking Alex. They're gonna come for you next. And if you don't think they're gonna come for you, you're making a goddamn mistake. And this cunt job cuts him off halfway through it.
It's just one after the other. Didn't have a single point this entire episode. In fact, like clearly doesn't know half the shit he's talking about. You can tell why Steven Crowder is Cold Feet Crowder and why he's like terrified of fucking Sam Cedar. And also deeply embarrassing for you, Pierce. In what
why did you cut shit out of the
do you have
fucking
this
interview?
Much respect for this clown man, this hateful bigot? Why in the world do you hold him to any kind of self-esteem? Why you're like, I don't agree with anything you say, but time to time, Stephen, we do talk of free speech. It's our favorite word. It's like, yeah, at least Pierce has a better understanding of what the First Amendment to the Constitution is, whereas Steven Crowder, oof, yeah. Big old L, Canada. Why do you keep doing this, Canada? Fucking sucks. So sad.
Think he's...
All right, so
so much for watching, everybody.
Shut up. Fucking bitch. Wow, Bitcoin's way down, man. It didn't do what I thought it was going to do. It did the exact opposite. It didn't go up to 44. It went down to 42.2. What? Is it going to drop down more? Go 42.2? Should I buy $100 at 42? It'll give me a 42.5. Just about 5. That's where I'd be buying at right now. 42.5 if I bought like $100 worth. How far down is it? Ooh, 2.87%, man. It's just for $100, bro. It's just $100, man. You know? It's just a good time, man. It's a good time. That's what I say. Just do like $100. You know. It's a, you know, they're going to get me at what price here? They're hitting me at 42,451. Yeah, whatever, dude. You purchased it. Okay, cool. I got a little bit of a Bitcoin. Now, let's see if it falls some more. Now it should fall again, because I bought some. So it's at 42,269 right now, at negative 2.73. Let's see what happens. It dropped all the way down to 40. The 24-hour low is 42,321 is what it says. That's lower than that. So let's see if it bounces down lower. I like to purchase when I see it down like that. Everybody should buy like $5 of Bitcoin right now. This would be a really good time to buy it. 42.3. I would get it before it goes up, guys. 42.305. 42.3. It's already above where it was where I bought it at, which was 250. It's already at 3, guys. 298. You just bought 25. Hell yeah, Deer Slayer. Hell yeah, Deer Slayer. 42. Good job, bro. It might drop lower. So just wait. Just wait. We'll see what it does. 42.3. Might go down to 41,000. Which is fine if it does. I'll just get some more. 40, it's still at 42.3. It's still a 42.3 zone. 290. Okay, now it's dropping a little bit. A little bit. 96 waits back up in that 3 zone. But it's dropping a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Let's see what kind of excitement in the market we can get today. What are you doing? Drew, you bought $5. Hell you. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it drops, because we're all buying, so that should make it drop. It always drops when we buy, right? And then we buy more, right? We get the bottom. That's how we get the bottom. So my exchange rate was 42.46. Okay. I was at 42.45, I believe. 56 cents in fees. I was like $4 in fees or something. $4 and some change. $2.78. Uh-oh. I got in at $2.50. God. It's going to want to drop all the way down and make a double bottom. If it does, it's going to go all the way down to 42.1. Or just about 42.100, yeah. What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? It's gonna drop down lower and make a double bottom. Double bottom would be 42.1. A little bit above 42.1. It'd be like 42.150. If it hits 42.150, it's gonna make, and then bounces back up again. That's gonna be a double bottom. It's in a downward trend on top of a steep drop on a downward trend. There was an upward trend inside the downward trend. It's fighting right now. Here we go. 42.299. 297. 302. It got over 300. That was the Bollinger Band. So it should go right through 300 again right now. There it goes. 313. There you go. So it broke through, and it's going to move. I think it's going to move upward now, and I think we all bought the bottom. Everybody that purchased just now. Drew, Deer Slayer, and me. We'll see. Wow, that's a hell of a drop, man. So the target was what, 41.5 or 41, somewhere around there. So it could drop another $800. But if there's a bunch of people like us that just purchased, it's just gonna keep going up. It just depends. What day is today? It's after Christmas. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people entering the market today, man. There's gonna be a lot of Bitcoin selling today. So this could be the start of it. You heard Ethereum went down? Really? $2,276. That's not that bad. It's 4.7% over its 1 week average. Up. So Harmony is at 2229. Solana is at, oh my god, dude, Solana's at 122.28. Holy shit, dude. I'm at 351%. I'm at 351% all-time profit on that Solana purchase. Wow, man, 351%. Look at that. The profit on it, it says $4,362. I spent $1,200 and now it's worth $5,600. It's gone down, and it's gone down $500 today. Damn, Solana, what? Dude, 8.24 and it's up to, wait, this says 112. $112. I'm confused, dude. What did I just see? Did I just see it at 120 or something, dude? 122? Oh, it was up to 123. No, that was... Yeah, man. It got up to 124 bucks. Holy shit, man. Dude, Solana got up to 124 bucks. It's down to 112 right now, guys. Solana, it'd be a good time to get Solana, too. Wow, man. Fucking A, dude. Oh my god. Dude, Solana's gonna blow the fuck up. News Justin. What's up, News Justin? News Justin, would you please give me a thumbs up on my channel? I don't know how many thumbs ups I have. Let me see. 14 thumbs ups. Wow. Thanks, guys. Holy shit. That's great, man. That's more than enough. Okay, so what's way down? Well, easy easiest way to find that is to take the 1 hour and put in the lowest one first, which is scale, graph, veracity. Nothing is way down right now. Nothing that I'm tracking right here is way down. Holy shit. On the 24 hour. We could look over the 7 day. Oh, that's the 1 hour. I'm sorry. Let me look at the 24 hour. Here we go. Solana is the lowest one, man, at 8.4. Merit Circle is down 8%. Origin Protocol is down 7%. AVAX is down 6%. That's a good one, man. AVAX, guys. It's down 6% right now. All of these are up on their 7 days. Hey, Pinoy. All of them are up on their 7 days. Synthetics. Is down 4.7. Harmony 1 right now is down 4.1%. And it's 45% up on its 24 hour. It couldn't possibly be a better time to buy Harmony than right now, man. If you were wondering like whether or not you were going to get it or not, this looks like it was just ready to go. Bitcoin's at 42.3 and moving up, it looks like. Looks like it's trying to come out of its little slump there. Solana, 112. And Harmony is at 02147. Wow, man. If I was going to buy some Bitcoin or some crypto right now, I'd get some Bitcoin. I would get a little bit of each. I'd get some Harmony, and I'd get some Solana. They're all down on their 24 hour, but they are up on their 7 day. Dude, Solana is up freaking 52.7% on its 7 day. Harmony is up 45.77% on its 7 day. 45.69%. 77%. It's changing on its 7 day average. So what does that tell me? It tells me that over the long term, these things are doing great. Over the short term, it tells me that these things are down, and if anybody's looking to get some, would be a good time to probably get it. Because look at the difference in these charts. When you look at the 7 day chart and compare it to that's a Solana 7 day chart. Now look at the 1 day chart, guys. You know, you want to buy things when they're down. You're looking at that, you're like, it's up. That's the 1 day chart right there. You want to pick up some Solana? Now, let's do it with Harmony. Here it is on the 1 day. Now look at Harmony over the 7 day. It doesn't look like a good time to buy it, does it? But when you look at it on its 1 day chart, yeah, maybe it would be. You know, keep your eye on it, see if it drops any more, but it looks like it is going to drop right now, 21.46. It's down 3.6% on its 1 day. 3.6%. So remember these numbers when you're looking to purchase, and then act accordingly. Look, Bitcoin looks like it's down. All of a sudden it just dropped. Bitcoin just dropped big time. Bitcoin just dropped big time. Let's go back to the 1 day. Oh my goodness gracious. Look what just happened with Bitcoin. We're seeing this happen live right now, guys. 230. Now remember, my purchase was when it was at 250. So do I want to get a little bit lower right now? Maybe? Do I think it's going to go down even more? This is the best I can do, man. You want Harmony? Get Uphold. Download Uphold to buy Harmony. But you can't keep it on there. You have to trade it for Ethereum to cash it out, or trade it for Bitcoin to cash it out. Okay? But you could get it on Uphold, and it's an easy one to use. Coinbase is more difficult. You'll have KYC and shit, man, on some of these. It makes it a little more difficult. Crypto.com probably sells it. Not sure. But if you just go, I could tell you what exchanges to buy Harmony. I'm watching this Bitcoin drop, though. I don't want to take my eyes off this Bitcoin drop. $238, $230. $233. We got to get the bottom, baby. Buy the bottom, baby. Buy the bottom, baby. Buy the bottom, baby. Let's refresh the page. It corrected, huh? Look at that. I had a feeling. So this is right about where I purchased it at. It was $42,250 basically. I got it at $450. But I had to buy it at when it was at $250 to get it at $450. So we're looking good. And remember, the lowest I think it could go is 41.5. If it does drop, it could go all the way down to 41.5. I would totally buy more if it did. I'm not buying a lot at a time, though. Harmony is at, it dropped 2,141. And Solana is at 11138. Oh, it's down 9%. Solana is down 9%, guys. Whoops, dude, I'm buying a little Solana. I'm going to buy a little Solana. Dude, that's fine. I wonder what kind of price they're going to get me at. I bet you it won't be that bad. Can I buy it here? I don't. No, that's solo. That's different. I want SOL, right? Okay, transact. We want do I have to search through all this? Oh my god. What happened here? It's going to take a little while here. There's probably a search on here. Ooh, polka dot. Solana. Solana. What are you getting me at, really? That's not that bad. They're getting me at 113.11 on the Solana. Yay, I think I'm the proud owner of some Solana now. Yep, there it is. So I just got some Solana, man. So, let's see. Solana is at 111.36. They got me 113, man. The bitch is going to go right up to 150, man. Like, it's going to be crazy. I don't know how much Solana I got. How many Solana? I got 2.2 Solana. What? 2.2, yeah. Because they're $111 each. So, Harmony is down 4%. What's down is what else was down really super low? AVAX was, right? I think AVAX was down. It's 45. Yeah, dude. Look at AVAX right now. It was up to $48. It's at $45 right now. Dude. Gotta get you some of that AVAX, bitch. Avalanche, AVAX. They're getting me at 45.79. Fuck yeah, bro. These are good prices, man. Boom. I just got some AVAX. What did you find, Pinoy? You found the handle? You found the pump handle to the press? How good am I? How good am I, bro? How good am I? I knew that shit was there. I was like, why would someone just steal a handle? All right. I'll ship that shit out, bro. Fuck yeah. God damn, bro. Dude, AVAX is down 6%. I was like, I'm getting me some of that. Alright, so didn't buy any Harmony. Everything's dropping right now. We'll see if Bitcoin does a reversal and everything will perk back up, but This could be the drop down to 41.5. It could happen. Even though Bitcoin's negative 3%, man, that's huge. That's going to entice more people to purchase. You know, what day is today? It's Tuesday. Cool, man. I'm gonna ship that shit right now, bro. All right, it's 2 hours. You guys, thanks for watching. I will see you later. I'm gonna go put something in the mail, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys had fun watching the price of Bitcoin do crazy things, and maybe you learned. You just bought $300 of Bitcoin, Crispy Cat. Hell yeah! You like where Bitcoin is right here, huh? 250. That's exactly where I got it. They got me at 450. Well, let me see if they give me a better deal now. Let me see. Let me see what they do over here on this one. See, I don't hold Bitcoin here, so I figured it's a rape fest over here. Let me see. Let me just see. Let me see what they get you at. Bitcoin, 42,750. Fuck you, dude. No way. I'm not even buying a little bit at 42,750 just to have a little Bitcoin on your fucking platform. Fuck you. That's why I don't have any Bitcoin on your platform. The alts are fine, but man, you try to get Bitcoin over there and they're fucking, it's rape. It's fucking rape. Okay, let's just try this. Let me see where they hit me at. 42,419. It's the same place, dude. I think it might drop more, man. I think I should wait. It looks like it's headed down. Yeah, look, it just dropped right when I said that. Fuck you, dude. Why don't you drop that? Just drop down, dude. No way. I save myself $20 of value on that. How far down is it going to go, dude? Is it going to keep going? Dude, I don't know. I don't know. This is so funny. I have no idea what's about to happen. Usually I'm so confident. Downward trending 24 hours. Tried to correct over the last 4 hours, but it came back down. Could there be another correction trying to start here? Or does it just drop all the way down to 41.5? Cheers, bro. Dear Sarah's like, hold. Yeah, I'm holding. 200. Yeah, they're asking too much here. Yep, it's cheaper now. It's funny. It's dropping. It's dropping under 200. Holy shit, dude. 177. Here it goes, man. Oh my god. Turn that off. 185. 178. 173. What do you think? I think it's going to drop. Here it goes. 150. It's dropping. 146. They're trying to hit me at 380. 150. 174. 140. 176. Here's the fight right here. It's because of people like me that are buying it. 176. 181. I flinched. 185, dude. 185. 186. $181, 179, 180. What's it gonna do? 192, 191. What's it gonna do, man? Gonna pop back up to 200? It is 197. Boom! There it goes. 213, 206. Oh, boom. 209, 213, 215. I wonder if people are purchasing like I am, dude. Even if they're small purchases, every little bit helps, man, when it's low like this. So there, it's doing a lot. It's kind of doing a small pennant pattern, guys, and it's a dropping pennant, which is a good sign. Why can't I expand this? So here, I can show it to you. There's the pennant. It's like a flagpole, and then it starts going downward. Here, let me get this off the screen. And it's falling pennant pattern. And if it fills out, it could just shoot upward. So that's usually what a falling pennant pattern does. It goes up, it goes down, works its way down, tapers down, then shoots upward. Let's see. We're going to find out right now. It's not looking good right now. So let's see, man. It is fighting to go down, man. It's busting out its channel. Falling. No, dude. I should redraw the page. 224. 229. I don't think it's an accurate representation right there. 221. 231. 238. 223. 232. 233. 235. 233. You guys gonna buy some more Bitcoin? Come on now. Put some money in that market, folks. It always crashes when I think it's going to go up like this. So, hold. You guys hold and wait. And maybe you'll get lucky. Maybe it'll go down to 41.5. The great news right now is that volume is going up. Volume is going up. Let's hope that's buyers and not sellers. So this chart doesn't tell us what kind of volume it is. It just says it's more. You're going to hold? Yeah, dude. You're pretty good at that. It could just totally break down, man. It's at 243. 239.66. 237.70. 239.66. 239.25. 244.96. So 239.25 is the low. No, 236.81 is the low. 246.17. 242.31. 237.10, a new low. 238.97. 236.69. 236.16 is falling. 230.94. Oh. 220. It's a fast drop. 226.25. 239.28. Seems to be there seems to be a bear bull battle going. Let's hope the bulls are stronger than my banana trees. This is where Auctioneer Nay would be rambling on the price low. You want me to try to auctioneer it up? 5 and a Bitcoin, let's get you going. 2 and a 13, 25 and a 15, 210, 2 and a 15, 10, 5 and a 15, quarter, 2, 5 and a 15, 210, 210 Bitcoin, let's go up to 215, 216, 5 and a 15, quarter, 2, 15, quarter, 5, 5 and a quarter, 2 and a 15, 216, 5, 5 and a 15, 10, 15, quarter, 2, 15, 5, 5 and a quarter, 2, 15, Bitcoin, let's go, 224, 5 and a 15, 10, 15, quarter, 5, 5 and a quarter, 2, 196. 196, 2 and a 196, 48, 187. Oh, dude, that's a drop. But look at that, back up to 224, 17 down to 178. This is so dynamic. This is crazy. Oh my goodness gracious. We are down. 177. 185. You got $10 more? Hell yeah, buddy. We are down. Remember, we could go all the way down to 41.5, so don't get discouraged if it does. 42.179. I said, right now it could go down to 42.100 just to make a double bottom. That's exactly what it looks like it's going to do. It's going down to make a double bottom here, which would be a good sign. $156, $173. $176, $166. $172, $173. Okay, dude, you're going below double bottom now, man. Come on. This is the point where you're supposed to bounce back up. And this is the point where I should pick up a little bit more Bitcoin. What? That's expensive. I don't like it. That's exactly what you charge me, though. It's dropping, though, so fuck you. They charge exactly $200 more than the fucking price. It fucking pisses me off. I mean, if it forms a double bottom, but it looks like it's trying to drop below the double bottom. Okay, it just drew out something here. Formed a double bottom, then went lower. That might be okay. That might correct. It might. It formed the double bottom. How much lower will it go? Let's look at what our alts are doing. Avalanche still dropping. Solana's down to 107. Harmony's down to 21. Everything's down, down, down. Oh my goodness gracious. Here goes Harmony even lower. Big drop across the board right now on the rest of the market. Bitcoin's down to 137. See if it hits that 100, man. It's down to 120, 135, 120 again. Wow, 111, guys. Under $100 now, 99.52, 79. It's dropping, 79. 53. It's dropping straight down. We got to drop. 42, 58, 59, 42, 025, 023, 022. We'll just use something else other than fucking Cash App, Crispy Cat. Why are you limiting yourself to just Cash App? 1947. Oh, 41, guys. Holy shit, it's down. And it's back up. It's down, it's back up. That's going to set off a whole bunch of purchases. And sales, I guess. 9 cents, still dropping. Target's 41.5. We're 41.9, 77. So this looks like it might do it. 970. 892. It's dropping fast. Holy shit. 888. 869. 848 still dropping. 848. Look for 500. 894. 848. 756. 726. 713. 715. 684. No, you're crazy, man. You're trying to hit me up there? Dude, they're crazy. The price they're trying to get me at is crazy. Fuck them. They're ripping people off right now. You got to watch what they're charging you, man. They don't like these drops, and they will charge you way more. You got to constantly check them. Here we go. This is on par, a little bit better. Yeah. 820. 820, 819. 827. How much lower could it go? 846. 852. $887, dude. Did it bounce? $865. $874. $904. 41,904. 41,843. Dude, this is psychotic. Oops. 787, 747. $17.76 will commence again, my friend. If you try to grab our guns. 41,787. 41,816. I don't even want to look at the alts right now. But I'm afraid to take my eye off Bitcoin. 814, 823, 844. But we could go all the way down to 41.5, supposedly. $837. This is what this drop looks like. $900 again. 904. 914. 904 dropped again. 912. 918. 931, 926. Three purchases, you got $150. If I could stay above 41.5, we're golden. No, we should stay above that. 944. It didn't go all the way down to 41.5. $967. It went down to like 943, then went up to 961. 958. 965. 979. 984. I'm just wondering what they're charging on the way up. Wow, dude, when Bitcoin is trending upwards, the fucking fee goes down $100. Can you believe that? Buy $100,000 worth? I would totally do that. I would totally do that. I'll pay it off with the fucking interest I make. It got into 42,000 and dropped underneath 41,998. 996. It's setting off fucking purchase and buy bombs all over the place. 42.15, 41,983. This is exciting, dude. 965. Wow. 41,900. Look how far it just fell. Oh my god. 869. Dude. Selling too, man. There's so much activity. It's crazy. I can't believe these massive chunks. Dude, it got all the way back up to 42 and it dropped down this far. Dude, is it going to reverse and go back down to 41.5? What's our little chart saying here? It's not showing us anything because it's a straight drop. Just a straight drop down. So there's nothing to read. We'll just have to see how many people are purchasing, man. Dude, if he put his purchase in at 41.5, he's not going to get the goddamn crypto, right? Just he's going to miss it by a couple $100. He must miss trades all the time because of that. It's so much better to do it live. Which I'm sure he's doing, that crypto kid. $41,843.
Expect Bitcoin to have a small bounce, so don't get tricked out here. If I go into the 1 hourly time frame, you can see that Bitcoin is trying to form a reversal candle. And if my Wi-Fi doesn't trip out, we'll be able to zoom in to the chart. But if it is, then that's a bit unfortunate. So if I maybe try this chart here and go into the 15, actually the 30-minute would be a bit more accurate. I need to reconnect to the Wi-Fi, so technical difficulty, give me 1 second. Okay, we're back, so I fixed the Wi-Fi. Sorry guys. Now going into the 15-minute chart, we can see that Bitcoin is kind of forming a reversal here. So we touch this line of support exactly. So this ascending triangle, the line of support we hit exactly, and it's perfect. And Bitcoin may see an immediate short-term bounce towards the upside. And just for this situation, I will open a very, very small long, right? A very small long. This is risky. And of course, nothing in this video is financial advice, but this is going to be risky. I'm going to open it if Bitcoin starts trading above the upper wick of this reversal candle here. So I'm going to open a
42.8.
Can't actually do that, but because the price is higher, I'm going to open a market, but it's going to be very, very like small, right? So 300 USDT. I'm going to press open long, press confirm, and my stop loss is going to be right here. So I need to refresh because of the Wi-Fi. So if we refresh this page, we should be able to see the position. And I need to upgrade my Wi-Fi, guys. I apologize for this. So yes, there we go. So we have a position here. My stop loss is going to be at the bottom wick. So that's how you trade reversal candles, by the way. If I zoom in, we can see that on the 1 hourly, there's a reversal candle. And if this reversal candle manages to move towards the upside, that'll be perfect. My stop loss, the way you trade them is that you put your stop loss at the lowest point of this wick. So that's going to be at $42,535. But I'm not too hopeful of this. Let's see what happens. It is a bit of a risky one, but if it does, of course, reverse, it will be beautiful. So 553, I think that's it. So perfect. So we're not going to lose much, and I'm okay with that risk. But ladies and gents, that is pretty much it for today's video. Bitcoin can move up and find liquidity, get those liquidations at the final breakout zone. It's going to give us 47K. So that would be actually a perfect. If I go over to Bitflex, you can see that in my active orders, I am planning on buying up Bitcoin at 41.3K and 41.2K.
41.3 and 41.2.
Bitcoin that I'm buying at this level. So I just opened this limit order because I want to buy a Bitcoin as much as possible. Yeah. And 41.3 and 41.2 is very.
So he thinks he's going to buy it at 33.9, 41.3. He's got his face over the other orders there. So he thinks it's going to go down that low. 41.3.
Very important level of support. I will show you the next important levels of support too.
And he was going to get 0.268 of a Bitcoin, which is almost a third of a Bitcoin. It's a lot. Well, it's a quarter of a Bitcoin. It's a lot. It's a lot, man. A quarter of a fucking Bitcoin right now. It's fucking over $10,000.
You would be looking to enter into Bitcoin at lower prices. And of course, we have 36.2K, 31K, 34K, 33.9K, etc. But I'll get into all of this in just a couple of minutes. But ladies and gents, if you do want to be trading Bitcoin or alt at lower prices, and of course, we have 36.2K, 31K, 34K, 33.9K, etc. But I'll get into. And of course, we have 36.2K, 31K, 34K, 33.9K, etc. But I'll get into.
He thinks he's going to buy at all those prices, guys. Yeah, I can't stand George. I fucking can't stand that dude. He had a big drop, man. I wonder if it's going to hold off or not. I don't know. I bought all the way down to it. And right at it. I mean, at 41.8, 7, you know, it's... basically, they were getting me on the way up. It was only $100 more. As it was moving up. 41.9, they got me at 42. So it would be higher than that right now if I tried to buy it, I bet. Because it's not moving upwards. Why is that? They charge you more when it's dropping and they charge you less when it's going up. You think it'd be the other way around, right? I need to go. I need to go eat. But I so want to sit here with you guys and watch and see what this market's going to do right now. It's like I'm so curious to know what's going to happen next. I would guess that it's broken outside of this pattern that he's charting.
If we just jump over to the resistance chart, at 47K, we have tremendous line of resistance. You can see from these previous candle closes that Bitcoin has held up this level pretty well and found resistance, got rejected. So I think between 47 and 51, we have a lot of price action that can be just consolidating here and then continue to. This is usually a bullish pattern.
One-day chart right here.
Or any other asset class tends to do that. So if I go into the actual technical specification of this pattern, we can see that ascending triangles in an uptrend usually have this consolidation and tend to break higher. However, it's something that we need to be careful of because these ascending triangles, in my experience, do have a lot of fake breakouts. Now, that's why I'm only going to place a trade if Bitcoin
got to bounce,
see
man. 41,965.
If we see a breakdown, then I may short Bitcoin
big
going
bounce,
to the
guys.
support
Big
line
bounce.
here,
Somebody
which
bought
is
in.
going to take us to the $40,000 level. So if I get rid of this drawing there, we can see that if Bitcoin decides to see a breakdown, it's going to take us to approximately the support line that's been holding since the 24th of October. And in my opinion, it would be a great place to be buying up Bitcoin right over there. So I think that this would be a very nice place to buy Bitcoin, going in towards the ETFs and seeing what happens, going in towards the halving. That's why actually, I need to increase my long position, my limit long positions, because as Bitcoin continues going up, of course, the price of the support line increases simultaneously. So if I go to the Bitflex derivatives portal, then we can go into where my limit orders are and check which
976.
One we need to update. So 41.3K. I think let's remove these and let's change it to $40,450. So if I remove these and change all of that to 40,000, and let's go to limit. Let's do like so and press limit. Boom, there we go. $40,450. That's where I want to buy up Bitcoin, and I'm going to buy it up a lot. So let's go 1,000 USDT.
Dude, you're not going to buy any. It's not going down that low.
Press open long.
What is he talking about?
There we go. That's where I'm planning on buying Bitcoin. And now we have basically over 1 Bitcoin worth of positions over on Bitflex that we're going to buy up if Bitcoin will decide to see an increase towards the upside. But in the he's
going to buy a whole Bitcoin at $41,000. Dude, I bought a whole Bitcoin at $17,000. Who's better? You guys, thanks for watching my show. If you had fun, I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye. Bye, everybody. Goodbye. Thanks for all the thumbs ups, man. 17 thumbs ups. That's like a record. How many ones can I get in the chat right now? Everybody give me a 1 that's here in the chat. Everyone give me a 1 in the chat. Let me see how many people are here. Because it says 17 thumbs ups. Steve Running. $42,000 Bitcoin, everybody. We've been here before. 42,016, 42,010. 42,018. 42,021. I'm just wondering what the what is on its way up like this if they only charge like $100 extra. Like they were before. It would be a 42.1, right? No, it's back up to 200. 42,219. Fuck you. Will this be the last chance to ever get this cheap ass Bitcoin, I wonder? 41,992. Uh-oh. 993. 994. You wouldn't listen to that guy ever? I got 1, 2, 3 ones in the chat. 17 thumbs ups. Go figure. I keep thinking they're going to change their little $200 bullshit, but it never seems to work out. $41,967. Oh. It's just holding right there. Looks like it's going up to make a double Head and Shoulders. I mean, another Head and Shoulders, not a double, but another Head and Shoulders. Wow, 042. 043. 052. Huh. I think we bought the bottom. I think we did. I hope we did. This is a hell of a bounce right here. So, if you got in at 42.2, we might not see that again. You know, I mean, Crypto Kid thinks it's going to go all the way down to fucking 31, whatever the fuck, I don't know. He says he talks about all of his open orders, but he was going down. He said what they were. He was like 36, you know, and shit like that. So let's look at the alts. Avalanche is at 43.75. Solana is at 107.46. Great time to buy Solana, guys. It's negative 13, man. Harmony is at 209, and it's recovering. Harmony's big recovery right now. Big recovery on Harmony. So that's great. Got all the way down to like 204. And now it's at 209. And it's just shooting upwards. So, Harmony's at 2 cents, everybody. After this big drop of Bitcoin, Harmony stayed at 2 cents. This is how it's going to get up higher. This is how it's going to get to 5 cents. This is how it's going to get to 10 cents. This is how one day it's going to get to $1 and higher. So, you can purchase a whole bunch of those coins now while they're 2 cents each. All right, you guys. Thanks for watching my show. I will see you on the next one. I wish I could have gotten more ones, but, there's only 4 people watching, so I hope the 4 of you enjoyed yourselves. And whoever gave me the 17 thumbs ups, I wish you guys had waited and watched the whole show, but I know you can't. But just so you know, if more people would be here, I would definitely stay. I would grab lunch and I would eat right here. But you guys take care, and I'll see you on the next show. Bye, guys.